Hi Retro Gamers, Antarpa here from RetroGamesCollector.com with a pickups video. It's only been a month since my last one, so I'm doing well. What to show you first, all hardware this month. Well, not all hardware, but a lot of hardware. There are two big items I want to show you. One was a bit of an holy grail for me. Well, it's a bit of a paradox as well. This particular machine is crap, frankly, and you'll see what it is in a minute. But it's still something that I've always wanted, purely because of the brand on it, and it's only the brand that made me want it. And it's a bit of an holy grail for Sinclair collectors. Everybody knows it's rubbish. It's widely lambasted as being a terrible computer. It was released at the wrong time. It was up against competition that absolutely trounced it, and basically it wasn't marketed very well. It was just a disaster. It was basically released by Amstrad under the Sinclair brand, and this thing just flopped big time. But that makes it extremely rare, and proper rare, rare with a big R. So this is a genuine rare item, and unusually I got approached by somebody who wanted to sell it. They knew its worth, but didn't want to go to the trouble of eBaying it and having all that hassle, so they let me have it for a song, really. So I'm quite happy, they're happy, and I've got a holy grail sitting here. It's something I'll probably never use, but it's something I'll look at. And it's quite a cool looking thing. I'll show it you anyway. This is the beastie I'm talking about. It is a Sinclair PC200, which technically is an Amstrad PC20, a black version. They are absolutely identical, apart from the fact that this one's branded Sinclair and it's black, and the Amstrad one's sort of a beigey colour and has Amstrad on it. This is an IBM XT with ISA slots for expansion, and 512k of RAM, if I remember correctly, and CGA output, which, as you know, CGA output isn't particularly, it doesn't look particularly wonderful on your monitor, but that's what it had, and that's probably why it flopped. Yeah, a very under-spec'd machine, basically. Disk drive on that side. Volume and power buttons. And there's all your monitor and expansion ports on the back there. Not expansion ports, sorry. Parallel printer port, a serial interface, things fall into pieces. Serial interface port, and extra drives. Where you'd want extra drives on it, I don't know, it's already got two built in. RF out and video out to a monitor. It came with a matching monitor as well, and it's in perfect working condition. So from a collector's point of view, it's a great thing to have. From a user's point of view, it's just going to sit there being looked at, basically. But I've always wanted one, and now I've got one, so I'm really happy. That goes in the collection. There's only a few things I need now for my Sinclair collection to make me feel that I've got enough to satisfy me. An MK14 and a good ZX80, which both still elude me. I see lots of ZX80s, but they're either way too expensive, or they're just falling to bits because they were made out of margarine tub plastic, basically, and they crack and break, and they're very poorly made, frankly. the casings on them are terrible. So I'm still looking for those. If anybody has a MK14 or a ZX80 they want to sell me that are in good condition and working, just get in touch and I'll see what I can do. Right, staying on the same sort of theme, I've got another IBM compatible machine here that I've added to my computer collection, and it's an Amstrad again. It was released about the same time as the PC 200 or the PC 20, and it's the PPC 640. It's a luggable, totally all-in-one machine. You could literally take this on a train or a bus or a plane and use it as a computer. You use C-cell batteries, I do believe, in this battery compartment here, if I can get it open. There we go. 10 C-cell batteries, yeah, lots of batteries, very expensive to run it, and I wouldn't imagine they lasted long either. I'll just show you the thing opened up. Got two catches on the sides here that just release the top. It's very difficult to do one-handed. And then that flips down like so, and you've got your keyboard. And then your screen just pulls up. It's got a built-in modem, basically the same specs as that PC 200 there. I think it had 512k of RAM, and it's an IBM PC XT, exactly the same CGA output if you wished. It's got a monitor out on the back here, so you can actually plug it into a monitor and use it as a desktop computer as well. Quite a nifty machine for its time, I think. These early portables are quite interesting in the way they're made, and that goes into my collection. They did do a little brother to this. I don't think it had a built-in modem. I think they're pretty much identical. I think it just didn't have a built-in modem. It was a lighter grey in colour. And that's that. Very heavy, and my arm is now aching, so I will put it down. I think they weigh about 9 kilograms. I mean, how people actually use these damn things on the move, I have no idea. Would you want to carry that around with you? It's hardly an iPad, is it? Next bit of kit is altogether more easy to show you. It's attached to the back of my Spectrum here. This is my Spectranet. I can now surf the web on my ZX Spectrum. Any of my ZX Spectrums. It's compatible with them all. And you basically just plug your Ethernet into there, your LAN cable, if you want to network them together, and there you go. It just connects via DHCP, and away you go. There are some sites out there on the internet that cater for it. There was talk of a World of Spectrum bridge, bridge, for quite a while, and I think it was up for a while, but sadly it's not around anymore. Whether they're going to resurrect that, I don't know. It would be a shame if they didn't. So you could download things directly from the World of Spectrum. But we will see if they resurrect that or not. It'd be nice to see it back. So if you're watching this, guys, please. There are other repositories on the internet that some people have set up, and I'm a web dev by trade, so I'll be looking to build my own soon anyway, once I figure out how. I think it's fairly simple, but when I do, I shall let you all know. And you can all connect via the internet and download your specky programs from my repository. Yeah, something you don't say every day. I'm really chuffed to get that. I bought that from Sell My Retro retro.co.uk. Bits of software, and that's about it. Double Dragon, continuing my Sega Master System collection. Bought some bits for the Spectrum. I've actually got these, but they were going for really cheap, so I just bought them anyway. That one's fairly hard to get hold of, so if anybody needs that, just get in touch. I'll do you a deal. And my other love, Atari 2600, some carts, baseball, Armour Ambush, Telegames 2, that's got basketball on it, another copy of River Raid with a slightly better label. They Activision labels tend to fox. The glue on them reacts with the label itself and gives you this foxing effect on it. Most of them go like it. My other one's a lot worse than this, which is why I bought this. It's slightly better. Deadly Duck. Never played that. Looking forward to that. Excuse me. Ghostbusters. And California Games. And I think that's about it. Have a look around quick, because I never prepare for these videos, as you know. I've got a bit of a project underway. Just a bit of a tease. I'm making a white specky. That's it so far. I will show you more next time. That's just a bit of a tease. It's not going to be a normal specky either, it's going to be a very special specky, so keep tuned, and I'll show you what goes on with the very special specky. I think that's about it, so thanks for watching. Sorry for boring you to death with big old lumps of hardware, and I'll see you next time, guys. In the meantime, keep it retro.